Hello everyone, Storm 101 here. Today we'll be taking a look into a flash flood, even a little bit of a severe weather risk that's been going on across the lower Ohio Valley, the Tennessee Valley, maybe even for a few more areas as well. But the reason why I want to do this here is because instead of the tropics, I gave like two options because these two events, flash flood and severe weather is not really too big of a deal right now, but that's something some people might want something different than tropics. So I've give people an option. This only lasted for 1 hour, but I gave people an option on my Twitter. Only 4 people voted, but everybody just wanted the flooded severe weather video today, so that's what I'm going to do. Now keep in mind, we'll have a tropics update tomorrow. Today, not really much of any changes as of right now. But the biggest change is the National Hurricane Center increasing chances for development. But I really just expected that to happen. So, yeah, so let's talk about this flash flood and severe weather risk. There's going to be two different systems here. You got one system be during Wednesday to Thursday. You got another one maybe during in late weekend, possibly. So let's kind of get around to that time frame. You have a stationary front right here. You got a low pressure system in Oklahoma, and that's where it's going to be kind of following along. You can see here how this low pressure system starts to come along, and this is the remains of Hannah. Keep in mind of that. It's going to make a big loop around. At least that's what I've heard. And as you can see here, kind of moves from west to east along that front. And you can see here with these red to purples, that means there could be a heavy rain. And it seems like it might be able to last it to Friday morning. But the European model has changed on this latest update. It just got updated not too long ago at all. But here comes another system here. And now if this verifies here, we really need to watch this closely here. You can see here we've got a pretty decent trough trying to come in behind this system here. You can see by the temperature changes along that front, you get 90s and 100s, and behind it, it's really just low to mid 80s. So it's a pretty decent front, but you can see here, when it gets to the Mississippi River, it starts to turn a little bit more to the north. And look at this, Saturday evening. Really, at this point here, you got a line of strong and severe thunderstorms in Mississippi and Tennessee, even southwestern Kentucky as well. If you look into the likely flash of Tennessee, yeah, there is definitely some thunderstorms ongoing in there. If you look into the Cape Index here, you can see there's quite a bit of instability out ahead of it, so definitely something to watch. You can see how it really moves to the north, and it may die down before it really gets into the Appalachian Mountains there of that squall one. But this could change though. Keep in mind, this here could change. Now the biggest story here, this is the next 10 days. So this is system number one, Wednesday to Thursday for the European model. You can see here, you got some areas showing 5 inches of rain. There's even a couple areas where it's showing, 7 inches of rain, but that's probably for both systems. So really, generally, there could be rainfall amounts up to 5 inches just from one system, the first one, which it can be actually be shown in the next 5 days range. And you can see here, even 8 inches of rain. That's a lot of rain, and that's for the next 5 days, so it's not that far away right now. But if you add it for the next 10 days, those rainfall amounts really add up. You got 9 inches in that area. If we go north, even areas of 9 inches, like in portions of Illinois, 9.5 there that just showed up. A little over 9 inches. So really, there could be a lot of rain in the next 10 days. Not really 10 days, but if you kind of shorted it, when you think about it, subtracting the dry days, that'd be a couple days ahead, like the next 2 days is looking to be dry for right now. 1 to 2 days. And then, you know, really the next 8 days, if you kind of put it in that way, that's a lot of rain in 8 days. Some areas, it's a little over range per day when you think about that. But all this here, like this here, 5 inches of rain, that's all in one day. So that's a decent amount of rain. Keep in mind of that. Let's look into the GFSC, what its preference is, or whatever. I cannot pronounce it for some reason. You can see here, 4 inches rain, not as bad as the European model, but you know, um, it's not as high res. But this is that same system here, the secondary system. The difference is here, this is actually weaker. It's also moving, it does start to make that northeast turn. However, if we move on to the superset composite on that same system, you can see here you go. You got a pocket of possibility. I mean, the environment is a little bit favorable for some supercells. If we get to the sounding of that area there in southeastern Kentucky, not really that favorable for tornadoes. I mean, the photograph's not that great, but you can see here quite a bit of instability to work with, so it is favorable for some severe weather. With a similar story, you can see your low is by Louisville at that point, and then you get some rain and storms that develop. So definitely something we need to watch for. So really, we really need to keep an eye on Saturday to Sunday. Have not made a map for that day quite just yet, since there's some uncertainties with that day. But I made a map for Wednesday to Thursday. So in that green area, that's where we have the flash flood risk. Those are also areas that could see up to 5 inches rain, maybe a little bit more. And you got that red area there. That's where we have the potential for some strong storms on the south side of that low. So, and we also have a little bit more instability in those areas there than in the flash flood risk area. So we can see the chance for strong storms. And, this can likely go outside the box, but, there's the threat for strong storms there. Maybe even a couple of severe thunderstorms in that area as well. And again, have not made a map for the second system because there's some uncertainties. It's also far out, so it could change. But really, the kind of the biggest story for right now for Wednesday to Thursday is this flash flood risk, which includes southern Missouri, northeastern Arkansas, southern Illinois, northern Tennessee, really southwest to central Kentucky, even south central Kentucky as well, even southwestern Indiana as well. In those areas, we could see the possibility for some flash flooding. Now, it's really going to depend on where that stationary front, see how far south it can go, because it could be anywhere in these areas in here, because that low pressure system will follow along the stationary front, so we don't really know that yet. Now, to my thinking, I think it'll be stationary probably just north of these borders, just a little bit. I think it'd be stationary just north of these state lines here, like north state line of Missouri and Arkansas and Tennessee and Kentucky. But we'll see about that. And this is the icon model here. Just kind of add to the mix here. So if we kind of go to the first system, which is this right here, which I really disagree with at that point, but it does indicate the second system. Here comes your second system, which I kind of stays stationary for a moment. You can also see it's also picking up that hurricane. There'll be an unnamed storm soon, but that'll be for tomorrow's video. But you can see here how it really starts to turn north a little bit, kind of almost like the European model, but it seems to be a little bit slower on it, which is not good. That really increases the flash flood risk. That was my phone getting me a notification. But really, anyways, guys, this is all I got for you guys today. I know it's a little bit of a short of a video, but just trying to give out something different than just having tropics every day, because I know probably some people are a little bit tired of, uploading the tropics and stuff like that as well. But if people that want the tropics, I'll make a video on that tomorrow, more than likely. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys had liked this video, hit that like button. If you really do like my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notifications so you never miss an upload. If you guys have questions about this, you can put in the comment section down below. I will answer your guys' questions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.